If I had to go from 0 to 100K in my Amazon business, build a six-figure business in the shortest amount of time possible, I would use this exact strategy that I'm gonna show you guys in this video. This is a strategy that we're using right now that are currently getting results like this over here, just for complete beginners that have started just a couple of months ago. You guys don't know who I am. My name is Faraj. I've scaled my Amazon business to multiple six figures in profit, reselling name brand products on Amazon without running a single ad and without having to create a single product. But guys, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get to this video. Okay, so the first principle, the first thing we're gonna talk about is actually picking our business model. It's probably the most important thing. See, a lot of beginners, they try to get into wholesale too fast with limited capital. They don't understand how to read a Keepa chart. They don't understand how to actually analyze the data to make decisions backed by the data and, you know, get on listings that they can actually sell. They try to compete with people that have been in business since 2022, 2021, that have thousands of reviews. We don't have any sales history built out, so wholesale just wouldn't make sense for a beginner. Retail arbitrage, it's good, right, if you have limited capital, but the biggest issue with retail arbitrage is it's not the highest leverage thing, right? You're driving around, gas prices are raised. I don't know if you guys are watching this video a couple months later, but gas prices are pretty high. RA, it's just you're driving everywhere. Your income is dependent on if the store has a profitable product for you, like in stock. Sometimes our RA person have already went in there and he already made his money. So best beginner business model is 100% online arbitrage over here. And the reason I like online arbitrage is because it has the best margins. You could order it to your house or you could order it to a prep center, right? You don't have to go out and search for products and everything. Very scalable and sustainable. And the same system that got you to 10, 20K per month is gonna get you to 100K per month. And the worst case scenario, most of the times, 80% of the times, if a product isn't profitable or it tanks, you can just return it to the retailer. So there's basically no risk. Wholesale, it's just not for beginners, even with 100K. Big orders, you can make big mistakes. You can't return to a wholesaler. And even if they let you return it, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on the freight, sending the truck back. Plus, they're probably not gonna want to do business with you. That is pillar number one. Now, the best way to kind of approach sourcing and build this business is to find products that people are already selling while reverse sourcing, right? You could keep a product finder and all of that, but at the start, right, we need to find products that other arbitrageable sellers are selling because we wanna get to that 200 plus units sold. If you guys don't know what the 200 plus units sold, it's the threshold where Amazon kind of makes ungating a lot easier. Once you get to 200 sales, they bump your account health from 200 to 204. And it might not sound like 4 points in account health, but that's a really big difference because Amazon's gonna start making the 100 units, they're gonna start turning it to 10 plus units when you're submitting your ungating application. In our best interest to sell auto ungated products that you can sell day one on Amazon, plus, right, still apply for the units or brands that are only asking for 10 plus units. And the best way to find those products is just by getting on listings that are easy to ungate and then reverse engineering what all of these people are doing. So if I go over here to this Keepa chart, I'm looking, okay, this guy Mill Creek, he has 4 reviews. He probably just started on Amazon. He's doing a good job. He found this product. This guy has 4 reviews too. Let's see, this guy's 899. That's okay, we're not going to reverse source him. So I wanna look at the guy's business, like this guy Mill Creek, right? Let me click and let me see what type of products he's selling, right? This guy, I could go to Mill Creek, I go to his storefront on Keepa, and I can see, okay, this guy has Dunkin', this guy has this guy has this guy has Anger Hawking, this guy has all of these products that we're more likely to get ungated for. And what you would basically do is you would just click on one of these over here, you would check the Keepa chart. Okay, this product is selling for $26 over here, selling for $29, right? There's no buy box, which made the sales badge go away. Buy box could go back. All I would basically do, let me just track this product. Okay, I'm gonna go on Amazon history. I'm gonna say, okay, this product's been selling for 28, this product's been selling for 29. I'm gonna go, give me this product. If it goes over like $28, the buy box, Keepa, right, we're paying $30 for the software. Keepa is gonna track this product for the next year. That's gonna let us know if this is profitable or not. We can click on this Amazon listing too, and we could do the same thing. And we could be like, okay, oh, this listing has variations. Okay, let's check the size small. There's 9 options for it. Okay, same thing kind of happened, right? Let's check extra large, see if there's a buy box over here. Okay, same thing. So I can track this product using Keepa, and that will give me a better representation on it. This is exactly what I would do, and I would just do this for every single product. And I'm just building a database of product. The product doesn't even have to be profitable. We're just building our we're building our infrastructure. We're putting in the work now, so we build 100 products that we're actually tracking, and then we're just getting emails of profitable products that we can buy. Because one thing a lot of these other people won't tell you is some of these products products, they come in cycles, right? Some of the products are only profitable when a big retailer has a sale. So when a big retailer has a sale, that is the only time it's profitable. So every single time after that, it's not profitable. So we need to figure out what retailers are going on sale. And the best way to do that is find what products other people are selling. Because if they're adding, 5, 6, 8 products from one brand, most of the time the retailers have an insane brand. And if they're listing it FBM, we're gonna be able to tell ASAP. And that's why I like using this software over here, Stealth Seller. What I can basically do over here is I can click on this guy's storefront over here. This guy, I identified that this guy is already on a profitable listing and he's in the same level as me. He's a new seller. So what do you think I should do? I'm going to grab this guy's storefront, right? I'm going to grab all the storefronts that are here and I'm going to list them to this storefront and I'm going to add this guy, right, into my software, Stealth Seller. What Stealth Seller basically does, whenever he posts a product, he's already found in our network. He hasn't posted in the last 7 days, but if he does post, I'm gonna be able to see whenever he posts. And I'll give you an example of someone that I've been doing over here. I haven't checked this guy in 4 days, but this guy has listed a lot of FBM products. If this guy's listing a lot of FBM products, that means that he found the product, it got sent to his house, and he didn't send it to FBA. The only reason sometimes you might reverse source somebody and you're like, bro, how is this guy finding this product at a profitable price? It's probably because there was a nice deal. He got it to the prep center. He sent it to the prep center. It took like a week, or he got it to his house, and then he sent out an FBA shipment. That took a week. So now it's like the lead is getting kind of cold because it's been 2 to 3 weeks. But this guy, he's mainly FBM. So the products that he's listing, if you see over here, I'm analyzing this Keepa chart. I'll go over here in Walmart. This guy is probably doing fraud labels, I'm gonna be honest. If you guys see somebody selling like energy drinks or something like this, and there's no way it's profitable, sometimes they get like $1, $2 labels. So I'm just gonna get this guy as a seller and I'm gonna remove him. And we can keep doing the same thing over here. Let's go to Solomon Savings. This guy has all of these listings over here. I'm gonna be like, okay, let's see what we can find. Once I'm building this database of products, I'm gonna be able to just consistently have, and I'm just scrolling and I'm trying to find as much products as possible. I would literally just go through all these. Like this product, I'm Beauty, is sold at Sephora. I could tell you right now, he probably got this from Sephora. Sephora had a nice discount, use a discounted gift card. That's 40%, 30% margin right there. It's like the same thing with PetSmart. See, PetSmart is on sale over here, $12.99. For the sake of this video, I want to talk to you guys about the whole strategy to get to 6 figures. If you guys want some sourcing videos, I have some other sourcing videos on my channel. But same thing, this guy Ulta had a sale. And this is with FBA, we're kind of late on these. So how do we kind of get early? Let's go back over here. I can click on this guy's storefront. I promise you guys, if you go through all these listings, one of these products are gonna be auto-ungated for you guys. And that's the way I would approach sourcing. And I would just do that for 6 to 8 hours every single day. And I do it with some people, and there's no way I wouldn't find results. And I check with other sellers. I'd get their storefronts, right, via SellerAmp, and I would just find a product, find a source price, basically everything we did. And the next question I always get is, Faraj, nothing is actually profitable, right? I'm finding these products, I'm reverse sourcing all of these people. It's like none of them are profitable. I can't find a profitable price. You have to learn how to manufacture a margin. If you're not able to manufacture a margin, you're gonna have a hard time running this business. So if I find a product from Lowe's or if I find a product from Walgreens, that's already a 10% off over there. And that 10% off, it might not seem that much, but if you're spending $1,000 on a profitable inventory and you're buying it with a discounted gift card, 10% off, that is $100 that you're adding to your margin. And then you just have a buy one, get one 50% off. And then you have a listing that other people weren't willing to do all this. Now you have a listing that you could cook every single month. A big mistake that I see a lot of newer sellers make is they end up trying to sell Dove, they end up trying to sell Neutrogena, they end up trying to sell Nike socks. Most of these listings you're not going to be able to sell as a beginner, right? You're going to have to build sales history. And that's why the sales first approach, right? You're looking for smaller niche brands that can sell, multiple hundreds of times a month. You're not selling Nike, you're not selling Puma. The clothing items, you can sell them, but there's a lot of return. So this pillar is the biggest pillar, right? Because if you can't find profitable products, you kind of don't have a business, right? So this is something that you're not just gonna get good at day one, right? You're gonna keep on building the skill every single day, get 1% better every single day. And once you're able to do that consistently, then, right, we're gonna move on to actual product analysis. How to actually analyze products. Because you're gonna come across a lot of products, right, that you could sell. right? You're gonna come across a lot of products over here, but if you can't analyze them, right, it's gonna be a big issue. So what I'm gonna do in this next segment, I'm gonna analyze 3 to 5. I'm gonna do 5 for you guys. I'm gonna analyze 5 products, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm actually looking for, okay? All right, guys, we got 5 products. We're gonna learn exactly how to analyze them right now. Let's look at this Kinder's product. Kinder's 300 plus bought per month. This is a sales badge. This is Amazon verifying that this product actually sells. Most accurate representation that something actually sells. We're gonna use our Keepa software over here. Keepa, when you're starting out, you're trying to build this 6-figure business, this is gonna be the most important tool and software that you're gonna use. If you look over here, you see, okay, people are struggling to stay in stock. There's about 14 people over here, and it sells 800 times a month. So the velocity to amount of sellers that are on this listing, it's beautiful, right? I mean, imagine each person in here could sell like 50 to 75 units, and I guarantee you that some of them aren't in stock. So each chart is going to answer a question, right? This chart over here is going to tell us how much the item is selling for. This one is the middle one is going to tell us the sales badge, how the product is actually performing, right? How many hundreds of times this product actually sells a month. The third chart is going to tell us the competition, right? How many times does this actually sell? So we can understand a pattern. I'm going to explain to you why. So a lot of people are struggling to stay in stock, right? This is good. When not a lot of people are on the listing, there's more sales. So what happened was that these people started selling out, and then prices went up, because when there's not a lot of competition, you can dictate the price. You can see how much something is actually listed for because there's not much stock. Imagine there's demand for a product, but there's no stock. So the guy who has stock has all the leverage. So he's able to raise his price by $5 over here, but there's a ripple effect. Seasoning is not supposed to be sold for $24.99 over here. It's usually supposed to be sold for like $14. You can make a really good profit. What is this, a 1-pack or a 2-pack? This is a really good listing, dude. But Amazon customers are not gonna buy seasoning for $22.99, and that's why the monthly sales is going down over here. It's going from 800, 700, 600, 400. And there's less people getting sales. So this is a solid product. Like I would 100% jump on this product, right? Offer count's looking good, not too much competition getting on. Sales are still there. You could price a bit lower and the sales will start picking up over here. If you look at the sales rank, as soon as the price went down, sales rank started performing better. The product performed really good when you sold at 14. I don't expect you guys to understand this like right now, but just try to pick up on some pieces and try to analyze like more lists. So this is a product that I would sell. It looks good, no IP complaints, no nothing. Let's go to the next product. So over here we have this Makita thing. 90-day low price. Over here, there's no sales badge, right? There's no sales badge, but offered sales ranks about 180,000, 160,000, let's see, 200,000. Okay, so this product, let's see the estimate on Keepa. Yeah, this product probably sells like 20 to 30, 40 times a month. 10 sellers on it, so each seller maybe selling 5, 4. This listing over here is solid too. You can get in this listing, sell 3. I would test buy this. Like stuff like this, when there's no sales badge, the best thing to do is test buy. Right? If you're not sure and there's no like things that are gonna ruin your listing or anything like that, I would always test buy this. Like I'll, send it in for 2 to 3 units, list it at about 79, 80. Like these guys are penny pinching. Usually this penny pinching happens like when a lot of sellers are struggling to sell items and they start panicking, they start putting their price down. So I could see that there's people that came in this listing with inventory and they're struggling to sell inventory and now they're penny pinching. So I wouldn't go too deep on this listing over here. Jellycat sells 800 plus times a month. Let's build this muscle memory. Over here, this listing, the reason that there's 60, I'll teach you guys, this is just a really good teaching moment, because some people will be like, oh my God, offer count's flying up. There's so much competition. There's 60 people on this listing. This analyzation is just gonna come from experience. If you look over here, the buy box stays consistent. Usually when 60 sellers hop on a listing, buy box doesn't stay this consistent. The buy box dips down. Like it dips super down because there's a lot of people coming in stock and there's not enough like sales going on. So like if we use the second chart and we say this product sells 800 plus times a month, usually what would happen is like 60 sellers, each of them are going to be like, hey, I'm going to buy 50 units or I'm going to buy 75 units, which is a good strategy. But the reason why this stayed so consistent is because Jellycat is really good at order cancellation. So none of these sellers over here are able to get a lot of stock for Jellycat. So it might seem intimidating as a new seller to get on a listing like this because this listing sells 65 times a month, or 65 times. But the thing is, it's okay because this is like fake competition, because I know if we check their stock counts, and this is the good thing I love about Keepa, right? Watch this. I've been doing this for a while. We're gonna look at their stock. Nobody's gonna have more than like 10 or 15, maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 people. But it's like, watch this. You're going to see like a pattern. This has 2 stock, he sold out. 4 stock, 5 stock, 2 stock, 1 stock, 1 stock. This guy was able to get 17. This guy's an interesting seller. If this guy was able to get a good amount of units, right? This is a guy's storefront. that I want to save. So I'm gonna go over here, right? I'm giving you guys my analyze. I'm getting this guy's storefront, but let's go back to what we're actually talking about. None of these guys have an insane amount of stuff. This guy had 20, look how fast he sold out. This guy's 18. The most these guys can get is 18. You guys can see this? So there's 60 people, but there's not really that many people in stock. This would be another opportunity in Amazon. The next level is like, okay, being able to loop websites and do things that other sellers aren't willing to do, that's going to separate yourself. Next product I want to look at, it's kind of the same thing over here. This one, the brand is on the listing, right? The brand isn't IP complaint. Let's go yearly. On a listing like this, I would kind of stay away from it because last December they IP'd this. Like they hit them with an IP complaint. Not this listing, but if the brand is on the listing like this, these people are still able to get sales because they're just repricing down and then they get out of stock. So like a listing like this shouldn't scare you, but I personally want to get on it because if I check the last year, there was an IP complaint. Let's check this product out. And see, now we're getting better. We're moving. You should be able to analyze products faster and be able to say, hey, okay, so this product is, let's see, 200 plus bought per month. Let's see over here. Okay, offer counts going up. Okay, monthly sales, 50 plus, 100 plus, 200 plus. Okay, so this product is performing really well. Over here, buy box is going down. They sell out. It's going up, right? Okay, what is the sales rank at? Sales rank's at 2K. Oh my God, this product sells so fast. This is a beautiful product. And we're kind of early to it too. This is a beautiful product. Now, once you do this, right, you're analyzing products, you're sourcing, you're doing everything. Now it's time to get a repricer. Now it's time to get a virtual assistant, right? So you can multiply your efforts and compound, with the virtual assistant. You're sourcing for 8 hours, you go to sleep, your virtual assistant sourcing for 8 hours, you're making buys, you're sending out shipments, using Sellerboard to actually track your profits, using Cardbear, you're doing subscribe and save, you're doing all that stuff to build your margin. And once you do this, right, consistently, you get ungated in the 100 plus unit brands, you start submitting, you're learning how to separate yourself from the normal sellers, right? This is what you're gonna be able to do consistently. This isn't just something that like we're just guessing or we don't really know how to do. This is something that we're doing right now. Let me show you guys an example. This is one of our clients that we're working with one-on-one over here. He started just 30 days ago, right? He started his Amazon account 30 days ago, and he was able to do this over here. He was able to do 8.4K in just 30 days. If you go back to his first week over here, he just hit a $474 day. If you guys stick with this consistently every single day, you're gonna get a big chunk of your goal, right? Especially if you follow this strategy that I'm giving you guys right now with the sales first approach. You're learning how to actually analyze products. You're sourcing from hot listings, not just sourcing private label listings. If you can see over here, right, this is his first week. We have other people over here. Ivan, this is his, I think it's month 3, month 4. We have our guy Brandon over here doing 40K per month, all online arbitrage, right? He's not buying a single wholesale product. He's not doing anything like that. And this is month 6, month 7, right? Manual, 11K, right? All of these people are complete beginners, are probably in the same position as you. Even if you've been doing this for a while, but you haven't been seeing the success that you've wanted, right? First 2 months on Amazon, 17K over here. This is a complete system, right, that'll actually start working. Same thing with Donald over here. 3.2K. Obviously, these guys are getting help one-on-one, so they're learning a lot faster, but the strategy is the same. I just gave you guys the blueprint. Now it's kind of your job to actually implement this. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys got some value from this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want more personalized help and you want to get help one-on-one, just click the link in the description to book a one-on-one call to see if we can help you start or scale your Amazon business. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video.